fire, semi page.
Okay, it's here, guys, and I'm stuck. And that car in front is going. That is why we don't do this.
Thunderstorms returned to Ruidoso with force, striking already weakened ground and bringing flash floods to communities still reeling from past devastation. Streets flooded within minutes as emergency sirens echoed through mountain valleys. The storm arrived quickly, leaving little time for preparation. Residents watched nervously as water gathered over burned hillsides and rushed downhill into homes and roads. What had been a slow recovery from last week's deadly event was suddenly interrupted. The damage was less than before. Though no lives were lost in this new surge, 3 swiftwater rescues were urgently carried out. Fire crews rushed through pouring rain to extract those trapped by the floodwaters. Calls for help came in fast, especially from mobile home parks and trailer areas. In one case, responders found a person stuck inside a trailer as water rose around them. Another rescue took place on Friedenblum Drive, where flash flooding made escape impossible. Emergency teams acted quickly, pulling victims from danger before injury could occur. Two children and 3 adults were saved near Friedenblum Trailer Park, where floodwaters made nearby roads vanish. The water had moved fast, cutting off access and submerging doorways. Residents were forced to wait for rescue as currents grew stronger. Local officials warned of rapidly rising waters, urging people to move to higher ground immediately. A community shelter was opened at the Ruidoso Center, offering dry space for anyone evacuated. Many grabbed only the essentials before leaving their homes behind. Flood alerts remained active throughout the day as rivers swelled and culverts overflowed. Roads became impassable, and mobile home parks like Cherokee were declared inaccessible. Flash flood impacts piled up in under an hour as weather conditions deteriorated. Highway 70 was closed by officials after floodwaters rushed across lanes, stranding drivers. The road reopened an hour later, but danger remained in low-lying areas. Public safety alerts continued, warning of unstable terrain and potential debris flows.
Wow. God, please keep me safe.
The flooding struck both sides of the village, including areas near the Salt Fire and South Fork burn scars. Water slid quickly off fire-scorched slopes, unhindered by vegetation. What was once forested terrain now channeled floods directly into populated zones. Residents who've lived in Ruidoso for decades say they've never seen water behave like this. Burned soil repels water rather than absorbing it, accelerating the floods. Even small storms now carry outsized risk for anyone living downhill of those burn zones. The National Weather Service reported more than 10 flood impacts in barely an hour. That included rescues, road blockages, and water breaching multiple structures. South of the Rio Ruidoso, one trailer had to be breached from outside to reach its occupant. These recurring floods have made recovery nearly impossible for many, halting cleanup and damaging what little has been rebuilt. Emotional exhaustion mixes with fear as each new rain cloud brings the same threat. The monsoon season is far from over.